Good afternoon, you guys. Welcome back to Brazos Fiber Works. I am Jennifer. I am the owner and dyer behind Brazos Fiber Works. And this is my knitting, crochet, sewing, weaving, spinning channel where I talk about everything that I make, that I am going to make. I'm also a yarn dyer, so I do have my own hand-dyed yarn business, which is brazosfiberworks.com. You could also find me on brazosfiberworks.etsy.com. And I just kind of go over everything, all my whips, my FOs, maybe some shop news and life news, all that good stuff. So if you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on that button and coming along with me today. I do hope you enjoy the video. I hope you decide to subscribe and give a thumbs up to the channel. Thank you guys. If you are returning viewers, I appreciate you guys. All right, so it's been a couple weeks. I know, and I do apologize. It's life. We had my mom's birthday. We had my son and his wife are moving a lot closer than what they live right now. They live about a little over 2 hours away right now, and they will probably be only like 30-45 minutes away, so that's super exciting. So yeah, it's been a lot the last couple weeks. I've had some other things going on with work, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I just have had a lot going on. I wasn't able to record last weekend because my mom's birthday and then helping my son, going to meet them and all that stuff. So yeah, but I am here, I am back. And yes, I have some FOs, you guys. I do have some FOs. I have a works in progress. I still have not made any progress on my Yorkshire blanket. I do intend to, hopefully this coming week. I just haven't wanted to work on it, to be honest. I just haven't had the brain space to want to even get it out. Not that it's anything difficult. I've just been wanting simple projects. So let me show you guys my finished objects. All right, so my first finished object is going to be my bunny trail socks. All right, you guys, I apologize about that. We had some delivery truck, and so the dog was barking, but all right, so I was talking about my first finished object. It is the Bunny Trail Socks by Elizabeth Lenderink, using the Cuff Club number 2 from Summerlee Knits. It's a beautiful cable cuff. And then, yes, so if you haven't heard, I have been making these, making socks for my daughter, trying to make her an advent for Christmas with socks. So all these socks that you're probably going to see me knitting up from like now until I get 25 at least is for my daughter. So that's who those are for. And the yarn that I used was Chelsea Yarns. It was from her Enchanted Pages from January, and it's called Winter TBR. And then, yes, so this was the mini. And then this, if you can see it, that was the colorway. Very pretty. All right, that was that one. And then I have some shorties. They are self-striping shorties. It is my Brazos Fiber Works self-striping yarn in Summer Lemonades. So I knit up a couple shorties for her. This I did the just the vanilla sock on Magic Loop by Kay the Crazy Sock Lady. And I just did a 12, they're size small. I'm sorry, I didn't even mention. These are also a size small. And that is a fingering weight yarn, just in case you, I didn't say that, but you know, in case you wanted to know. This one is also a fingering weight yarn. It is, like I said, my Summer of Lemonades. It is in the small. I did a 56 stitch cast on. I did a 12 2x2 ribbing. I did 12 rows in the leg, and then I did the heel and gusset, and then I knitted. She wears this like a size 8, so yeah, I've got those done, so I am super excited about that. Number 2 pair. And then we are working on the stash down this year in the Brazos Fiber Works Ravelry group. So I broke out some yarn from my stash. It was a Yarnables. I don't even remember. Let's see. Does it say when it was? It was, June 2024, I believe. And it's called I'm a Sucker for You. Hopefully you can see that. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. All right, so this is the colorway. And then I'll get to the sock in just a second. Sorry, I just want to show the yarn. This was the mini that I used. It was not from Yarnable. I had something here for, oh, here we go. This mini was from A Thing for String. I want to say it's something magenta. I don't know. I can't really tell. But yeah, it was just a mini. So I did the Vanilla Extract socks by Kayla Litton of the Crazy Sock Lady. And yeah, this is the first time I had done the pattern. I absolutely love it. I did the size small. I did it just to pattern, but I did use the mini for the cuff, the heel, and the toe. So I did this in a size small, 56 stitch cast on. The pattern is 12 2x2 ribbing, 12 of the pattern, and then I did it for my daughter. So this is a work in progress. Sorry, I didn't say this is not a finished object. It is a work in progress. So this is the first sock that I have done. So there's that. If you can see the pattern in that. So this is the first sock. And then this is my second sock. So I have done the ribbing, the leg, and the heel and gusset, and now I'm just working on the foot. So those should be done hopefully here this week. So yeah, I'm getting done with those, or I'm not getting done. I'm getting some progress done on the socks. I want to say I had 2 pair done the last time I recorded, and then I have these 2, which is 3 and 4, and then this one will be 5. So I do have a lot of fingering stash yarn. So, I mean, I'm going to have like a ton of this left over. So, I don't know, like I really want to try to use a lot of the yarn. And I really don't want to put it in a blanket because usually that's what I make my Advent minis with. But I don't know, maybe I will hold a double and make a shorty pair of socks in DK weight. I don't know, we'll see, but I do want to definitely try to use it up soon so I can start working through the stash. But I am going to start going through my stash and casting on some more socks, definitely. So other than that, you guys, that's all I've been working on. I have not been working on anything else. Like I said, I haven't been working on my Yorkshire blanket, which I mean, I really need to because there's really not that much left to do and it's so beautiful. So hopefully I will be in the mood this coming week to work on that. I did want to show you. So I know a while ago I showed you the blanket that my mom was knitting up for herself. It's kind of like the first knitting project she's done since I think she was younger. She is doing the Cozy Comfort Throw by Molly Klatt of Homespun House. And these are colors that she asked for that I dyed up for her. And you guys, she's been making some good progress. I feel bad because every once in a while she'll either drop a stitch or she's picked it up and gone the opposite way, and like she'll just be like, she just stops where she is and she's like, can you fix it? So we have had, we've had some of that going on, but recently, and I do feel bad, it was a few weeks ago, she was like, hey, I stopped what I was doing. I don't know what happened. So usually it's like a quick fix. This one I have to pull out a couple rows and go back because I just cannot quite figure out what she's done. So I honestly just have put it on the back burner, and I feel bad because I know it's something like she likes to work on at night, or, when she's watching TV and stuff. But I just hadn't been in the brain space to take the rows out, and I really need to get to that this week so I can give it back to her. But I wanted to show you her progress because I'm so proud of her and so excited for her. So this is her Cozy Comfort Throw. And these are all the colors she picked out. So she's repeating, let's see, she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 5 colors that she is repeating. And then she's holding it double with just some plain bare yarn. So yeah, she's gotten quite a bit done. And so, yeah, I think she's going to be really proud of this and love it when she gets done with it. So I do need to get that back to her so she can be working on that. So I have all these yarn cakes that I made for her. This was a self-striping yarn that I think I still have it in my shop. It's called Valentine's Vibe, but I made her a little yarn koozie out of that. And then I think this was a Yarnables color. I can't remember what color it was from what month, but I made her one out of that. And then let's see. I think this was Emma's yarn. I'm pretty sure it was Emma's yarn I used to do that one. And then this one, I believe, is somebody gave me this as a gift. And let's see. Here's another one. I used my Hot Cocoa with Santa colorway to make this one. So yeah, and she has it all in this coffee bag. It was a bag I sewed up last year, and I forgot to put the interfacing in, and so she wanted it. I gave it to her. So yeah, it has coffee beans in it. So yeah, so her blanket. So I need to finish that up so I can get that back to her so she can keep going on that. Let me get all this put back in here real quick so I don't lose any of that. All right. So yeah, that is pretty much all that's been going on in the knitting world. I'm sure a couple weeks ago you did see the video on all of my 10 cast-ons that I want to do over the next year, and I'm super excited about that. The Anti-Pod, I believe it was by Andrea Mallory. I've looked at kits for those and the colors that I want. At the time, I think I looked like a week or two ago, and they were all sold out at the time, but I am planning on getting a kit as soon as one of those becomes available in the color that I want. And so that will probably be a later fall winter cast on, if I'm to be honest, because it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of brain thought, and there's just stuff going on right now that I just don't have the brain power to be thinking about that right now. But I do want to cast on the tee from Kadri, and then the cardigan, I believe that might have been from Kadri too. So hopefully I need to get the yarn for the tee. So I'm not sure when I'll be able to do that. I'm hoping maybe one of my days off this week I'll be able to head up to West 7th Wool and grab some. But just to be honest, I don't know if that's going to happen because I have a lot of stuff going on for work this week. But if anything, one of the cardigans, I do already have the yarn and the needles for, so I might just cast that one on, and that way I have something, a bigger project to cast on. So I will show you hopefully next week if I do have any progress on that, or if I had the chance to go grab some yarn for the Cadre tee. But yeah, other than that, sorry if you can hear me picking up my nails. It's like rough on one edge and it's driving me crazy. But yeah, it's been a couple, good, busy 2 weeks. So we're gonna get into life news. We were gonna go camping a couple weeks ago. I think I had told you guys that the last time I recorded. I thought maybe we're gonna go to somewhere local. We didn't end up going anywhere. We ended up just hanging out and relaxing at home that weekend. We met my son and daughter-in-law, had lunch with them because they were pretty close. They were looking at houses, and yeah, we didn't really do anything. And then yeah, so I don't know what we're going to do trip-wise. We want to plan another trip. We do have one at the end of October. I think I've talked about that one. And we usually go up to Lake Murray in Oklahoma in the fall. So we are going to, as soon as some things at work get figured out or finalized, then we'll make other plans. But right now I'm kind of like in a waiting area. I don't know what's going to go on and all that. So I can't really plan anything right now until I figure all that stuff out. So there will be more to come with that. Maybe, I don't know. But I will keep you guys updated. Other than that, it's been super hot. Ever since the 4th of July, it has been so hot here. Either it's pouring rain a couple days or it's just super hot. And yeah, it's just like you go outside and it's like 112 and it like just sucks the life out of you. And then you're just like, oh, I need to go back inside. So I haven't been spending too much time outside, which I do. That's one reason why I love to go just get away for the weekend or go on camping trips, is because wherever we go, we're always outside. And I feel like that's the only time I really enjoy being outside. I mean, like, I think if we had a cover on our front porch, I would probably go out there a lot more often, because literally we have this humongous front porch that kind of spans like the whole length of our house. And it just sits in the beating sun all day. And like we've talked about maybe getting a gazebo to put out there, but we have, like, when it's windy, we have pretty strong winds. So it would have to be something that's built pretty well and is sturdy enough to, like, not let the wind take it out. Because we live on top of a hill. And the other thing is putting a roof on the porch, which I would love to do. I think I would take so much advantage of being outside and being out there, but that is like nowhere in the future. So I don't know. We are going to put a back deck on the back of our house. We've been wanting to do that for years. We just haven't gotten to it. But we've been talking more about it lately. So hopefully, I know when we do that one, we are definitely putting a roof on that one. So yeah, it will be exciting to just, be able to enjoy being outside, but not just in the direct sun and heat. But yeah, even when it's like raining, you can still sit out there and, enjoy it. And I just think that would be great. So definitely, we need to do that so we could take advantage of being outside. It's just beautiful outside. But what else? I don't think I have any other life news. Like I told you, my son and daughter-in-law will be moving closer, so I'm super excited about that, because I'll be able to spend more time with them and all of that. Reading, I was reading, oh gosh, I don't even think I have it down there. It was called Yesteryear. I don't remember who the author is. It was like a big one that, like, they were like, oh, everybody wants this book and all that, and I started reading it. And I think I've talked about it before. Like I'd put it down because I just like couldn't get into it. So I picked it back up when we went to Margaritaville, and I think I read like 2 chapters and put it down again. And then I have my Kindle now, so I have the Audible Kindle also. So it was on there for free. So I got that and I started listening to that on the way to work and stuff. And I don't know. Maybe you guys, if you've read it, you enjoy it. I just could not get into it. It just was not my cup of tea. So it is something I had chosen to put down, not pick back up. I did start reading this other book by Carly Fortune. She's the one that I read every summer after and loved it. And so I've started reading Our Perfect Storm. And I don't know, I'm a little ways into it. I am absolutely enjoying this book. I love the way she writes. I am enjoying that. I honestly haven't been reading it this last week. So I need to just make time to start doing that. My brain I've had a lot of yarn dyeing I've been doing for orders, which I greatly appreciate. But between that and just stuff with work, I just have like every time like I have a moment, I'm usually like sitting with my husband, we're watching something and I'm knitting and all that. So I have not been reading much. If I had this on my Kindle, it might actually happen more when I'm at work, like when I'm on break or lunch and stuff. I don't always take this with me. And I think that's part of the problem, but I need to make time. I need some balance. I need some time for reading and knitting and kind of like, I don't know. There's so much I want to do I have cross stitch that I have gotten like, I think the year thing, and it was like 4 different patterns to work on. And I think it came out the end of April was the first one. And I saw that one and like I like it, but it's not something I'm like, oh, I really want to get into that. They probably came out with the second one. I haven't just had the brain space for it. So yeah, I have the cross stitch that I would love to do. Spinning, I really want to get into spinning. I really want to spin for a sweater. The one sweater, the step-by-step sweater that I talked about in the 10 that I'm going to knit, I would love to spin up some yarn for that sweater. So like I want to do that. I want to get back into weaving. I haven't been sewing in so long. I want to do that, but I have way too much going on right now. I don't know. I need time to be able to be creative and do that because that's what I love to do. But yeah, there's just been a lot lately. So hopefully at some point life will slow down and I'll be able to do that. So, but yeah, I hope you guys have been having a great summer. I hope you guys have been getting a lot of projects done. I would love to see them. So please stop by the Brazos Fiber Works group on Ravelry. Please join one of our threads. Show us what you're making. Pretty soon I will be dyeing up some fall self-striping yarns. So as soon as I do those, I'm going to try to have them ready and samples done by the end of August. And then in August, probably the end of August, I will have advents going up in my Etsy shop. There'll probably be only a handful of them going up in there that you'll be able to order. I don't know, guys. Like that's pretty much. I don't have much for 2 weeks of like not having anything, but in my brain, I feel like I have so much going on. But yeah, I love seeing your guys' project though over on Ravelry. You guys, I'm just jealous because I wish I had that much time to get all these beautiful projects done like you guys are doing over there. And yeah, every time I'm like, oh, I have like nothing to show. And you guys have like so many beautiful things, but I appreciate you guys like over there and posting. And yes, So I am going to cut the episode here. I hope you guys have a great next week. I am going to try as best as I can to post another episode next week. Hopefully I get some things done. Hopefully I get some reading done. We shall see. Hopefully I get on that Yorkshire blanket too. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Please give this video a thumbs up and I will see you guys next week. Bye.